Okay, so today it's a beautiful day, and this is Prospertown Lake. If you're ever right near Six Flags, and what we're going to do is, this is our starting point, and we are going to head to Washington State Park. It's a park where George Washington crossed. There's Six Flags in the distance, and you can see it. They just recently knocked down King Dakar after 20 years, but so hopefully we'll see what they do there to make it a little bit more exciting. Since King Dakar is gone, they do have some mega coasters, but that was a big draw for people. So you can, here at Prospertown Lake, you can bring your kayak, canoes. There's somebody out there in a canoe right now. But it's a nice lake to come to, do a little fishing, a little kayaking, canoeing. So this is the starting point. Here we go. Takes about 25 minutes to get there, maybe 30 minutes. We'll head up through Trenton, and then we'll see where the wind takes us, as they say. I do have to get some gas first. 67 miles. I'd rather fill up while I can and not have to worry. You know, I like to bring it to a gas station on empty, on fumes, so I'm really trying to learn my lesson and avoid that. Just coming up to Six Flags. I have to take you behind there one day. They did some awesome stuff in their safari where you can actually camp out in these glamping tents, and they serve you breakfast. You're overlooking the animals. It's quite spectacular. Very expensive. I think a family of four, $2,000 maybe for the night. But you have, I think, queen size bed, 2 double beds, bathroom, and then you overlooking the giraffes and zebra, and I think it includes a feeding too. You get a private feeding with the giraffes. Alright, so we're just coming into Trenton, New Jersey, and right along the Delaware River. Historic Trenton. They do have a slogan that I think it says Trenton makes, everyone takes. So it's on the bridge over here as soon as we come out of here. They also have a minor league baseball team. I'm not quite sure if it's the Mets. Let's see. Or Yankees. They're the Trenton Thunder. I don't think it's Philadelphia. I don't know, to be honest with you. I live pretty close, but not sure what I could find out. But Trenton Thunder. So it's interesting. So I live about 20 minutes to this area, Trenton. And there's the bridge. Trenton makes, the world takes. And then right over the bridge, right there, that's Pennsylvania. Supposedly, I've seen, here's the city of Trenton. With that bridge right over there, the little bridge, I saw a YouTube video. These guys, they travel everywhere, all over the world. They've been all over the United States. But I think that's the old Lincoln Highway that starts from New York, and I think it traverses literally all the way across the USA. Maybe, is it called like a Route 27? But supposedly you go over there and then you can actually find a piece of the old road that would start that journey across to one direct road to the West Coast. So this road is Route 29 and it follows the Delaware River. It's a pretty area. And right outside you have these old historic homes. I can only imagine if this was probably a dirt road at one point, and these were some of the original homes, old Victorians. You can imagine the horse and carriage era, and the horses maybe hitching them to a post. So this will take you all the way up and follow the Delaware River into some beautiful areas. New Hope, Lambertville. You can tube along the river. There's also numerous bike paths along the Delaware River Canal. I'll explain a little bit more about that as we get a little closer. So I ride my e-bikes there a lot. This is railroad trestle. So over here on my left, you can see this is the Delaware River Canal. It follows this towpath. And back in the day, they would have barges in this towpath with mules pulling them along, carrying cargo and goods, and that's how they would transport along the coast here. I guess that was the first barge system. I find that amazing. And they would have different water locks that would control the water accordingly. So there was enough water at all times so they can actually move these barges with tow ropes with the mules. But if you're looking for a nice bike ride or a nice road ride with your motorcycle, this is a beautiful road. See if I have time to take you to New Hope today. Really very nice, quaint town. So you have Lambertville on the New Jersey side, and then you have New Hope on the Pennsylvania side. Little restaurants and shops. Great way to spend the day. All right. So here we come up to the intersection where you have the Washington State Park. Sometimes this is where I will bring my e-bikes and use it as a starting point. You can literally go this way all the way up, probably, I don't know, 100 miles or so on a e-bike following this path. Or you can go back the other way, follow the canal through Trenton up to New Brunswick, New Jersey. I'm not quite sure how many miles that is, but that would be a great journey. There's Washington Crossing State Park. So we're gonna go over into Pennsylvania. This is where the canal is. This is where I park over here with my e-bike. And they have a ton of these little bridges that go across. Into Pennsylvania from New Jersey. Like every 10 miles or so, there'll be a bridge that you can go across. Amazingly enough, this is not a toll bridge. There are a few that are, but this one is not. And then here's Washington Crossing State Park. There's a visitor center. These homes here are from when George Washington was here. Here's the back end of some of the cottages that housed some of the officers. So here's a monument. It says a bicentennial gift to the people of the United States from citizens of the Bedford, Indiana area and the Indiana limestone industry, July 5th, 1976. But this is a monument depicting George Washington crossing this Delaware River with some of his troops. And then they went south through Trenton. But that's pretty cool. Can only imagine. Wintertime crossing the Delaware. So here you go. This is a monument. Patriotic Order Sons of America of Pennsylvania to commemorate the crossing of Delaware River at this point by General George Washington and the Continental troops, Christmas night 1776, and the splendid victory at Trenton. So this is where he crossed. Again, there's the monument. I would think that there's this much history around here, right? And here you go, near this spot, Washington crossed the Delaware, Christmas night, 1776, the eve of the Battle of Trenton. This was erected 1895. Wow, impressive, huh? What history. Here are some old colonial homes. Must have been beautiful, quiet. They do tours here. Looks like there's some stables as well. Looks like blacksmith. So here you go. This is the Durham boat. Large flat bottom boats housed in the barn are reproductions of the mid 18th century vessel known as the Durham boat. Rob Durham was an engineer, and I guess this is what they hauled cargo along the entire length of the Delaware River, which I was talking about earlier. These long run vessels transported ore, fur, timber, and produce down the Delaware River to Philadelphia's thriving markets. The largest vessel, up to 65 feet long, 8 feet in the beam, could transport 20 tons of iron, 150 barrels of flour downstream. And it also had to do with, and George Washington used one of these to cross the Delaware. Quite a big boat. Pretty amazing. Thanks for coming with me to this historic park. We're going to continue up, and we'll just pass through New Hope on the Pennsylvania side and back down, and we'll see what else we can find. So here we are heading up the Pennsylvania side. It's about 6 miles to New Hope. So here's Bowman's Hill Tower. We're going to head up top. This is Washington Crossings Historic Park, and supposedly this was a lookout or an observation area for the Confederate. So it's one of the higher points over here along the Delaware. Stop, go. Oh boy, all right. It's one of the higher points here. Use lower gear. Wow. This is very steep. Looks newly paved. It's got to be a 35-degree angle, 40 degrees, I don't know. And then you can see the Delaware down there. See what this looks like. You know, I've lived around here for 20 years. And I have never been here. So I think what the Spyder does, it gives us an excuse to go on adventures. I don't think I would have ever done this if I didn't have the Spyder. And you can see here somebody with their touring bike, an adventure bike, beautiful. So it looks like might as well go take a look and see what this is all about. There we go.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
Let's see. How you guys doing?
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Oh boy. Work your way up. All right. Here we are. Wow, and I think you gotta go up this little step here. Holy moly. I'm out of breath. Here we go. All right. All right. Whew. And this is the lookout. So you can see down to Delaware. All right, kind of 360 views here. That's going towards Philadelphia. That's going west. And then that's how you get down. And then this is east, kind of south. And I guess they looked out for troops here. And very nice. Worth the $7. These adventures, again, I would never have done without the Spyder. Can't wait for more. Back to the Spyder. There's the tower. Next stop, New Hope. And then I'm heading up the PA side and then back down the Jersey side. But here we go. I'm back. Downhill. Down Bowman's Hill. I think we'll be safe in second. A little bit of an edge over there. Again, this is Bowman's Hill is on the Pennsylvania side, a little north of Washington Crossing. They have all these little bridges over the water. I'm coming up to New Hope. Nice. You can even cruise at slow speeds with the cruise control, which is just wonderful. 39 miles an hour, so I can work the camera at the same time. All kinds of adventure bikes out today. So here we are, we're coming into New Hope. Let's see, it's all along the Delaware Canal, all kinds of restaurants. As you can see, all the bikes parked along here. I'll give you a little smell-o-vision. I can smell all kinds of food with all the different restaurants. There's a burger place. Next ride here is going to be with my wife. I love it. Bucks County, PA. There's a playhouse over here. There's the ferry market. They have like multiple food items to choose from in here. Italian, Asian, Mexican. Hey guys. And then here we go. We're going to cross back into New Jersey. I gotta tell you, I didn't get this for attention, but it certainly does draw the attention. That's for sure. Going over the Delaware. There is a phenomenal restaurant up here. I'll point it out on the right. We're coming into Lambertville. Lambertville Station. Highly recommend. We usually stop here on our e-bikes. You can eat outside. It's right on the canal path. As you can see, old railway here. And this is where we ride up with our e-bikes up this path. And this is the Lambertville, New Jersey. And so we did kind of like a loop. I had a friend that got married in this church, beautiful church. And then what we'll do is we'll make a right up here, back down 29 South, and back towards Trenton and home. Go around here and then as you can see, back towards Trenton. hope you enjoyed the ride. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm not sure what the next stop will be, but whatever it is, I look forward to it.